Let's go. We're looking for Ruby. We found a bullet. Not sure why a bullet, you know. Not sure why she had to talk when we presented her with a bullet. She went up the coast. So we basically have to turn Ruby in. She like has to go to jail. Unless there's gonna be then she's gonna give us more information and be like, actually it wasn't my fault, or like maybe she'll have a good alibi. I don't know. Right now it's just a theory. We don't really have any concrete proof. Is she hiding in the church? What if she's the Shadow Man? Crabman, was that his name?
Yes, what is it?
Seen anyone named Ruby?
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
I don't think I have any logic bonuses right now. I don't think it would even matter. But this UI. I'm pretty sure that minus 10 is gonna keep. Yeah, I can't even increase my odds beyond 3%. All right, let's give it a shot though.
All you hear is silence in your head.
Yep. What about you, Egghead?
Good morning, comrade. Yeah.
That was a crazy sound.
It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore. Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all. It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme.
Totally extreme.
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
More hardcore than I ever imagined. So if you missed it, there was a like big sound that almost took down the church from the hole, I think.
Good to see you.
Nowhere is just dance. Oh man, I have no savoir-faire at all. Who are the Ecclesiastes? The white check though.
That's a meteor and
The
name for the
Gertz.
founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Refresh my memory.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization. And they have roots in ancient
I have pants.
society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no?
Definitely. Yeah, they'd like loud dance music
You're
for
right,
sure.
They do. The Pericanassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
Hell
Love
yeah.
is hardcore. Unity. Unity. Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
Let's feel the beat.
Feels good.
Sure.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew. I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
And it's cold down here
The
today.
one
What's up,
with the
Globo?
large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen! Bring the disco into this world! Get this church shit on, and then dance there, motherfucker!
You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Dance fever incoming. Okay, we can try. I don't think we're gonna win this one though. Oh, -1 savoir faire. I thought it was was looking for the wrong color. +1. Better have good reaction speed. And
Oh, hey, man.
Low
It's
40s.
good to see you.
seems colder in my basement. All right, let's try it. Yeah, I figured that would happen.
Close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should
Look at how
form
close
to
that
bring
was.
this strange music into life.
Come
For
on.
now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could.
Puts a grin on your face just to think
Oh, and then
about
I
it.
get healed. Okay.
Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost. If you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen? Salvation.
Goodbye.
Hallelujah. I have 4 points. Do I want to internalize any more thoughts? Date of birth generator. Let's go Mazovian socioeconomics. We've had that one for a while.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
What's with the clothes?
Hardcore.
Okay.
It's just a style, you know.
More about this
Body,
place.
spirit
Anything?
and what is it? Sure.
All right. Nothing about Ruby, huh?
Welcome back.
Oh,
Sure.
can you tell me about your
You
associates now?
helped us out. I can.
Oh, I
repay
already
the
did that.
favour.
I already did that.
Sure.
Never mind. Seen a red-haired woman around.
Just no?
There we go.
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
No neighbors to complain.
Exactly. It's our chance
Let's
to
look on the
turn
bright
grim
side.
desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
For sure. How are you doing, buddy? This little guy was being a little monster yesterday. Weren't you? Little demon. Hey, buddy. Mwah. He's cute though. We made pizza last night. Well, I made pizza because my wife had to babysit our nieces. And I go upstairs to take a shower. I make the dough, I wrap it in I put it in a bowl, put plastic wrap over it. I come downstairs from taking a shower and the plastic wrap is now on the floor and the dough has a very obvious like attempt at a bite taken out of it. Was there airplane ears? No, there wasn't. It wasn't airplane ears last night. Actually, maybe a little bit when I was playing with him, but he's burying his head in my arm now. Hi, buddy. So yeah, he tried to eat our pizza before it was cooked. He would never attack anything bread related. He's never bothered the, I mean, we make pizza probably once a week, and he has never touched the dough before. Suddenly you wanted to try it, huh? Wanted to give it a shot? You know, obviously he didn't like it because he didn't stay there. Get a cat that loved potato rolls. Miso does love bread. He absolutely adores bread. Big fan of bread, aren't you? Hey, did you drool on me? Are you a drooly cat? Come here. Come here again. Come here. Let me see your face. So cute. So now we're going, let's go further up the coast. You can lay down, Miso. Here you go. His favorite snack is cottage cheese. 2 Afghan hounds sent you a picture of a fresh pan of pancake with 3/4 missing. That's great. That's mine. It's mine. I forgot I have to tuck in any strings that are on my clothing. Dude, she's in here. Come on, man.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune.
Hasn't been opened in a while? Okay.
The door hasn't been.
And maybe she's not in there. Pizza. Miso always wants to, is always interested in what we're eating. We'll eat in the kitchen usually. There's like a little, we have little bar stools, so we just eat at the counter. And he will jump up on the bar stools and then jump up on my shoulders while I'm eating. A lot of times though, like he doesn't want to eat what we're eating. He just like is really interested in what it is. Sometimes he wants it. Great Dane named Athena spent the whole dinner with her head on the table looking at the turkey. Did she get it? Did she get the turkey? Got the carcass to the lawn. That's funny. What's up, man on fire? Gotta pick your, yeah. Miso was also sassing me too because I was already annoyed at him for trying to eat our food. And then after dinner, he kept trying to go on the counter. Like he would jump up on the bar stools, put his front paws up on the counter. And then I started like, you know, shouting his name. And he was sassing me back. He's a very quiet cat. Like he only really meows when he wants food. But he was cat swearing at me because he knew that I didn't want him to go on the counter. It's like, me short little meows. Okay, what was that yellow thing back there? Cats belong on the counter. Not when there's onions up there. Do you want him to poison himself? Val, I thought you liked Miso. He also doesn't belong up there when there's not onions on the counter. Slit in the concrete. Onions are poison. You're not a cat, Val. Such a tiny voice that you named him Aaron Neville. I only know of Aaron Neville from the Comedy Bang Bang podcast that I haven't listened to in years. But it was a very funny show. I imagine it still is. I did get Miso meowing on camera. Maybe I'll post it later. Ruby, where are you? Ruby! Is that you? Nah, that's some rocks. Where the fuck did that boat come from? Seriously though, that wasn't there before, was it? No, maybe it was. No, it wasn't. Is that Joyce?
I'll just keep
Yep.
the Corda Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
Things are getting too dicey over there, aren't they? Ruby dooby doo. Ruby Ruby Roo.
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Idiot.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Everybody believes you. Totally.
Hello, detectives.
Oh, thanks for the follow.
It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here?
Oh, I thought she said by myself when I read it. I was like, why would you specify that? That's a little suspicious.
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now.
She's lying.
So I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the cordelate she read.
Hell yeah.
Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
We stand, Cindy.
What is this? Destruction of property, hooliganism, elder abuse, and who is this scamp anyway?
Want me to look into
No
it?
need. Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of rent.
Appreciates.
How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor.
Pornographically poor?
All the men are dead or missing.
What?
And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Pornographically poor. That's incredible.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the
Hardcore
coast
to the
leading
mega,
up
she
to
is.
Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
This is real America. Yeah, you're right. This is all your fault.
Above you, there forms a quilt of altocumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly.
Do you know how they discovered this place? No,
This island?
the Insulindian Isola.
What is an Isola?
I'm guessing you don't know then.
Not everybody knows everything.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
The rude person rate seems to be pretty high. It's around where I operate.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me now. Shut up, Kim.
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit.
Thank you. Have you seen Ruby? I swear, I think I talked to you yesterday.
It's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I'm looking for someone else.
Who?
Oh, a suspect. Here we go.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Past few days. Might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out.
Dang.
Really? Are you sure you're not also looking for Nadia Harnoncourt? Or Ignis Nielsen? Or the Great Lost City of Ace under the waves?
Sure, why not?
A lot of stuff.
Oh, don't flirt with her, you fucking creep. She deserves better than you. Do the kids know anything?
The scruffy-haired little boy.
Jerry the
kicks
hamster that
stone
runs on the wheel to
while
power your
watches
brain has a
him
good
do
day
it.
at 30. Have you seen any bad people around?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna crack the case.
You do things your way, I'll do things my way.
Then we're definitely doing it.
What bad people?
I don't think questioning...
Then we're
Alright. What about the other kid?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks
Nah,
the
okay, you can't talk to him separately. Go in the fucking door. Oh, wait.
Hello, mister.
You know anyone named Ruby?
Luby. Raluby.
Relube? Where did you get the L?
My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then
Oh. Well, now I feel bad for making fun of you.
Kids.
So she doesn't know. You've been very
Is
helpful
that
in
the
this
phasmid?
investigation.
It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall. Wait, what if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
What fishing rod situation?
It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing.
Dang.
Right? You'll have better luck next time, though. The phasmid, finding it is your destiny.
What a jerk making fun of kids. I thought when you said what a jerk, I thought you were taking out your road rage on Twitch chat. How about you guys? The local drunks. Have you guys seen any people named Ruby?
Sunset.
Idiot Doom Spiral.
Can't
What a
really
great
remember
name.
seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages.
Wah, wah. I'm sure Don't Call Abigail might be, you know, open to fooling around. But you keep
Good
losing all your
fucking
stuff.
Question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me.
Yeah, his whole story is absurd.
Now
Absolutely
I can't
ridiculous.
hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too.
Oh, you know what? I bet
The
I
only
have
things
it.
I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What's this about a lost
Tequila,
jacket?
It's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
Yeah, he kind of looks like Doctor Strange.
Nah, this isn't it.
Fuck.
Found? That's
There's
medium
another.
concept stuff. Totally not my style. No fucking way. Idiot Doom Spiral never forgets a piece of premium menswear.
Of course, idiot Doom Spiral doesn't forget menswear.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket someday.
Secret task complete. Yeah, that's his name.
At least you got a nice jacket for your trouble.
Yeah, this is Rosemary, Idiot Doom Spiral, and Don't Call Abigail is the guy in the tube. Because that's all he says.
Okay.
About Rosemary. Oh, Kim wants something.
He's back. And firstly, I got smoked.
Yeah.
Damn cool, Abigail.
Here we go. Have you seen any women?
Abigail?
No, not named Abigail. I didn't think you would help me.
Abigail, where are you?
Tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her. Hear me? Don't.
Alright, don't call her.
There was little chance he'd be.
Oh well. Excuse me. Alright, what do you want, Kim?
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style?
It's, well, a little eclectic, don't you think? How would you even describe what you're wearing?
I want him to ask me why, like, if I'm going for the world record for most wardrobe changes in a single investigation. Every time you ask a question, you change your clothes. The Office Harbinger. Superstar casual.
Well, I can't say it doesn't fit you.
Thanks, Kim.
Still, you might try branching out a little. You know the expression, the clothes make the man. The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Dresses like a washed up tip-top racer. I'll just say okay.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
A warm smile.
Rude. Okay, but he's smiling.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
Yeah, Mr. Serious just wanted to comment on my outfit. But now you want to get back to the case, huh? Can you really not get out through there? You really have to go around? Apparently. It does feel like a Thursday. I don't know what the deal is. Totally feels like Thursday. You think Kim has style? Kind of looks like something out of that Ryan Gosling would have worn in Drive. Just like not that color, but it looks like the same style of jacket. Which I guess makes sense since Kim seems to really like cars. Could have convinced the two poser skulls to give their jackets to me and Kim. Oh god, that would have been awesome. I don't really think there's anywhere else on the coast that I can look. Left the village, went up the coast, explore the coast for signs. Okay, actually I think there is one part of it that I didn't really get to yet. Surprising amount of replay content. I think I talked to the only adults in town. That's blocked there. For the heart attack instant ending. You know, the speed run for this game is surprisingly short. I looked up the time. I don't want to check it out after this.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
He's never gonna get all right. See anyone suspicious
no,
around?
I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived.
Breath of the Wild's going fine. I just finished the Champions Ballad DLC on Monday. And I got the motorcycle, so now I'm just gonna ride the motorcycle around Hyrule looking for shrines. And I also have a map for when I inevitably get bored of looking for them.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
I don't care that it's your day off. I'm looking for someone. Do you have any money? I remember that. The cool trials? Oh, right. I don't plan on doing that on stream. That seems more tedious than anything else. You can apparently get into this building because there's something to interact with over there. So I think it's just about finding a way in.
You see, A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now,
I forgot I
only
was
a
supposed to
shadow
investigate
of
this
field
sign, I
letters
think.
remains.
I think they said something right at the end of stream yesterday morning.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice.
Finding all the Coroxes? Of course. Of
There's
course.
something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Why do I feel like I know this
Indeed,
place?
somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
Could Ruby be in here?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Okay.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb. Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen did not, and now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning, with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire?
Alright, see you later, Groovidex.
A trick for when you're out of ideas? A prayer of sorts to Revachol.
How do we?
She could be anywhere.
I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
Well, yeah, we did that. We asked the locals. They didn't know.
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Uh-huh. It has come to that, though. It's come to
Walk
that.
the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Okay. The Feld mural? Oh, I see, I see.
The once bright mural. Suddenly, there's a sign.
Oh, now I get a
carrying
12 when it's
in
97%.
through the collapsed roof.
She's down there.
Oh, it's different this time. Psi care to the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure like that of a woman emptying her lungs.
Okay. Why?
Just tell him.
So, how do we get in there?
There's a ladder.
Those were on the collapsed side of this building. Perhaps you can climb them.
Sure.
We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails. An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside The drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder. An ordinary drainage pipe. Darkness. As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side. And nothing. Broken glass.
Can we get into the
from
filled
bottles
building?
thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant's face lights up. He doesn't usually notice these little things.
And it's right here, a maintenance door.
Oh yeah, big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it.
I don't know that I have any. I think I have one thing that has a bonus to physical instrument. And it's that. All right, we can try it.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door. The metal doors are
Nice.
heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But
good work. Shall we?
Probably need the flashlight. What's this? Oh, it's another postcard. Never mind. Orange mildew. Ew. Oh, you can actually go in there. Hold on. You getting up, Miso? Old file folders.
this isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
Computer components?
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass. Slides with an inlaid
See you later,
nervous
companies.
system.
How'd they do that?
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know.
So it is. I think these used to form a single system.
Wait.
Slotted in the wall.
You gotta pay the cuddle tax. You can't just leave. Start your day. All right, see you later, Val. A single system. Could this is all that remains?
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
Part of the playback experiment?
These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
All you'll find here is pain.
Pain. Pain and a suit jacket. Ooh, a crevice. Stale fabric smelling dust. No one stops here in months. Dust and spider webs.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait. Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
How long?
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
Secret weapon caches and secret bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Maybe I should move
I won't
in.
Stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
The student's room? That's a stupid
Millions
question.
Of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Could someone have stopped through here
You
recently?
mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Fine. What about that window up there? Okay. Oh, I'm wearing that for sure.
Yes, I think we can get to know each other, but first I think you should know that I'm a huge gamer.
This
Your pleasure.
So soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory.
Ushanka?
Kraz Mazov would have worn this Ushanka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Okay, I think that's everything in that room. Boot prints in the sand. One of the souls appears more warm than the other. Something in the air. Tunnel collapsed. Okay. What's the term for those hats? I figured that's what it was.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling, almost. Smell.
Do you feel
No.
something?
What do you mean?
Strange
I don't feel
tingling?
it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
Aw.
He trusts your gut feeling on this.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. Once we detect
What do you
a
mean?
credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
We know what Joyce knows about the murder. How bad do you think things could get?
We are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
Yes, there won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
If you must.
We think it's waiting for it. Well, should we tell
I
Joyce
leave that
about
to
it?
your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's
I
dangerous.
mean, we already gave him the fake signatures, so hopefully...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Hopefully he doesn't get to do that.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Thank you very much, Pleasure. Did I say thank you? I think I said your name. Thank you very much. Got sucked in. I'm going in hot.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes
It
it.
reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
Or when they're a little scared. Let's go back here then before we go to the past the point of no return here. I want to see what else is in this building. So this is what I could see from the outside. Okay. Central support beam. Well, why the hell are we standing up here then? All right, well that was pointless. Gotta make sure. Yeah. Still gotta check. Concrete pipe. I don't know. I'm equipping my gun. I don't even think that I have ammo for it. Yay, money. All right.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you. Not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
How's the bitrate doing? I have the bullet. Yeah, I think actually I do. Now that yeah, you're right. I was thinking about that, but pretty fine. Oh, surprising. Well, don't cover him then.
That's an awful decision. Why would you not want
You
to
said not your ear canals. It's not going into your ear canals.
New type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
What's happening?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Ah, of course, a pale latitude compressor.
Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
This is what 5G is doing to us.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break you loose.
Have you experienced it yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
What is this anyway?
Fail? It's the end of the world.
How did you get your hands on this thing? Damn.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are
Patented?
beyond that, aren't we?
Man, Kim, you got weird priorities, man.
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Man, it was
let's not
killed.
Talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it. If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Turn this.
God damn it.
She feels bad.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
OMG, girl, same.
She's carrying a 2-barreled front loader. Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
Good thing I equipped all the pain threshold stuff. How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
Why hide the bullet?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
Did you shoot lately?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching.
Okay.
Though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
When I threatened to arrest her.
Oh. Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. And those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair.
I get it.
is creeping
That sucks.
into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Asking
Like
questions.
what? I already told you I didn't do it.
Do you have an alibi?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
Was it 10 minutes?
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time. Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
From the first floor to the
Don't know
roof.
it, but also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She
So-
has
yeah.
a point there. No one mentioned.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
Was Laylee a
I
likable
didn't like
person?
him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Nothing more personal?
You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me. And definitely not a reason to off someone.
See her confident gaze, her toned arms. Yeah, she wouldn't have had much trouble in the intimacy department.
What about protective of the Union?
Sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate it, okay?
Sympathy?
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. I'm listening.
You have a gun. Where'd you
The
get it?
gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks.
Okay.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. Yeah, evidence.
Are you running drugs for the
So,
Union?
Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her.
No, he didn't.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now?
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
Financial
Man,
incentive?
It's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union. I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
There, it's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
You're threatening
Based
us with
on
it.
what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Rude.
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of you.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
More questions? Then who killed the
How
merc?
should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still
On his
warm,
side?
but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
If you didn't kill him, why
I
hide?
saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
That strange, distant fear is getting close now. It's a fear of yourself.
What do you mean?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you? Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry can opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
Huh.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat.
I'm listening. I considered her a good friend, yeah.
You wanted to be more than friends?
So that's where you were going with this.
You said you wanted to run away with her?
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us.
Okay.
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausy was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on.
You been there, fellas?
I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
I have to break up with you because I like you so much.
It wasn't a problem for her.
Did you threaten her?
One time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried.
We really don't have anything dependent on her.
All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
And you still staged the lynching.
The girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer. Go ahead.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
Let's take a step back.
Where?
All right, let's try to turn it off.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
That's a relief for me, too. That was getting annoying.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Okay. I no longer want to arrest her.
Oh, fuck it. Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
I don't think we're going to win this one.
She's truly
Oh,
desperate.
shit!
She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options. You know.
Still talk her out of it? Oh, I have to walk away?
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark.
Just let me tell her I don't want to arrest her.
Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
He couldn't take it like you. It irks him. Then he gets over it.
I think she didn't do it.
We should check it out.
Okay. Porridge with bananas. I got all our money. It's in the barrel.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. The tent looks old but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled-up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
All right, we got a notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
I was already going to, but now that you told me to, I don't want to do it anymore. It's a lot, Kim. Now it's your idea.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. This was important to her when it was still hers.
All right, let's open it up.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
What kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
What about the diagrams?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write when Laylee died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely.
That's bound to come back and bite me in the ass.
You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
What about La Puta
That
Madre?
name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell.
What about this M? Could this be La Puta Madre? Here, March 9th and March 15th.
Let's read that one.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching, but also...
I mean, she did call me his peon.
Finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call?
Call?
Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. You didn't follow through. You should have shot her in the head.
Nah. It's a coincidence.
The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops shaking in your hand.
What about March 12th?
Being holed up.
I can't blame the ISP because every other device stays connected.
But
everything else is fine. It's just my computer that gets kicked off.
If I'll be ratted out.
I would love to blame the ISP.
Rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people. The boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic.
We are getting a new router, though. We do have a router on the way, because we needed to get a new one to cover more of the house.
The entry ends abruptly.
So hopefully that'll fix it?
The call was a courtesy. He must have held her in high regard to personally tell her he knew about her plan to run drugs for the competition.
It will rat me out. What's that cat doing? Okay. Most recent entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads,
look at this face. Look at this face. What are you doing, buddy? You little man.
even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder. On top of that, forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
I just don't think she killed a mercenary. It's mostly a gut feeling, though, since we let her walk out without hearing her side of the story.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
Maybe it's good.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her.
Whatever.
Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
Iso. Oh, brat. Who killed the merc?
Was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself. Or
but no one heard the shot,
maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, suddenly Colosseum looks more suspicious.
We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Alright, and we will do that. But we'll do it tomorrow. Got a lot of skill points again. Alright. Quick save. I'm getting out of here. The cat is gonna burn this house down if I don't feed him. That's gonna do it for me. We'll continue this tomorrow. Because it never ends. It never ends. Hopefully the router will fix my connection issues. It's supposed to show up in the next few days. More Breath of the Wild this afternoon. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day.